guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have this super simple get ready with me video today. I'm going to be showing you guys how to get this rose gold look with a pop of color on the lower lash line and also a really pretty bright pink look. This is like my go-to eye makeup look. Without the color on the lash line, I just wanted to add the color for some fun. But as for the rose gold tones and the bright pink lip, this has been my go-to makeup look lately. I've been loving it and I've been loving these colors together. So if you guys want to see how to get this look, then just keep on watching. So first things first, I'm going to start off by moisturizing my face with the Cetaphil Oil Control Moisturizer, and this has an SPF of 30, so it's really good for those summer days, and I apply it all over my face and also onto my neck. And then I'm going to take the Smashbox Photo Finish Hydrating Under Eye Primer, and I'm just going to start rubbing that in under my eye. Then I'm going to be taking the Olay Fresh Effects Clear Skin Swirled Mattifier. This is a redness and pore reducing mattifier, and this is what I've been using to help get rid of my pores and to also just help to mattify my skin. Then I'm going to go in with my Benefit Professional Face Primer, and I'm just patting and rolling that into my skin on all the places where I have large pores, and then also all the places that I want to really mattify. And the foundation that I'm using today is going to be the Maybelline Dream Wonder Fluid Touch Foundation. This also has an SPF of 20 and I'm in the shade 95 Coconut. So I just like to take the little dropper that comes with it and I put it on my finger and I put little swipes of it all over my face, and then I'm blending that in with a flat top kabuki brush. With this foundation, I really feel like less is more, so I do not apply a lot of this foundation like I do with other ones. And then to set that foundation, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. High Definition Setting Powder in Translucent. I've been loving this powder all over again and have been using it every single day to set my foundation. No matter what foundation I'm using, I've been setting it with that e.l.f. mattifying powder, and it works wonders. So moving on to my brows, I'm just going to comb through them with a spoolie, and then of course I'm going to set them with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Primer. This is just going to hold them in place, and then I'm going to use my Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Ebony to go ahead and fill them in and create a shape. So as always, I always fill them in like super messy, and then I go back in with concealer and clean them up. That's just my way of doing things. So as you can see, this dip brow is getting a little bit too dark for me now, especially since I lighten my hair. So I'm going to take the shade Semi Sweet from my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and I'm going to use that to just run through my brows, and this is going to lighten them up because the shadow has like a reddish tint to it. So it's just going to lighten up my brows a little bit and, you know, make them look a little bit more natural as well. Kama Sutra, babe. Kama Sutra. Tryna tie me up. Then to go ahead and clean up my eyebrows, I'm going to be using the NYX Corrector and Concealer palette. Yeah, what is on my lip right now? I have no clue. Anywho, I'm just using that to go ahead and clean up my brows and create that perfect shape for them with that concealer. So after cleaning up all of that concealer, I'm just going to go ahead and run this e.l.f. Clear Eyebrow Gel through my brows, and this is just going to set the hairs in place so that they don't fall out of the shape that I drew, and it's going to, you know, just ensure that they stay on longer. For my eyeshadow, to prep my eyelids, I'm going to be using the NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in white and just applying that all over my eyelid and then blending it in with my finger to make sure that I have a nice even base. And then I'm just zooming in a little bit so you guys can see everything that I'm doing with my eyeshadow. But today I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Maya Mia palette, and the first shade I'm going to be taking is called Caramel, and I'm just going to be applying that to my transition area and my crease as well. I'm just using a fluffy blending brush, and I'm just using windshield wiper motions and applying that eyeshadow all in my crease, just making sure to cover that large area. And then from the palette, I'm going to be taking these two shades called Nude and Vanilla, and that is what I'm going to be using as my brow bone highlight. So I'm just using a flat shader brush, and I'm just applying that mostly to the arch and the tail end of my brows. And then I'm going to go back in with my fluffy blending brush and just blend that out so it's not as harsh. For my lid, I'm going to be taking the shade Glisten, which is a really pretty sort of rose gold champagne shade. It is so pretty, and I'm just using a flat shader brush to pack that all over the lid. And then taking these two shadows at the top called Deep Brown and Sienna, I'm going to use those as my outer V colors, and then I'm going to slowly drag it into my crease, but I'm making sure not to go above my crease, so I'm concentrating those colors directly into my crease and on the outer corner. So I started out with a little bit of color, and then I slowly kept building it up until I got the intensity that I want. So just dip your brush in Deep Brown and then Sienna, and then keep applying until you get the shape and also the color intensity that you want. And then at the end, I'm going to go back with that fluffy blending brush and just blend everything together. So off camera, I applied the e.l.f. cream eyeliner in black, and now I'm going to just go ahead and tightline my waterline, and I'm using the Urban Decay Black Velvet eyeliner pencil. By the way, I forgot to show the part where I went over my eyelid with the ColourPop eyeshadow in LALA. Completely forgot about that, but I just applied it to the area where I had the eyeshadow glisten. And now I'm going to apply my Cocoa lashes. These are in the style Risque. So what I like to do is just set them down as close to my lash line as possible in the middle first, and then go ahead and attach the edges. If you apply it in the middle first, you can then drag the edges out as close or as far out as you can, so it makes it easier for you to just get the lashes on your eye correctly. So once again, I'm putting it on the middle first and then attaching the edges. And using a tweezer helps you to do this a lot more easy than using your fingers, because your fingers might get in the way. So a tweezer is a lot easier to use. So to finish up the rest of the face, of course, you guys know this step and you're probably tired of it, but I'm just taking my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Toffee, and then a beauty blender, and I'm just going to blend that out. The normal contouring that I always do. Well, I mean highlighting that I always do. And I'm just singing and dancing a little bit right here, bopping my head to the music. I was feeling whatever I was listening to. So just blend, 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 blend all of that out, making sure that the edges are nice and blended. No harsh lines. We don't like harsh lines around here. You can't sit with us. Blend, blend, blend. Blend, blend, blend. Okay. So now I'm going to be taking my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder Palette, and I'm going to be taking the shade Radiant Light on this e.l.f. foundation brush, and I'm just going to be using that to set the highlighted areas. And then I'm just taking my beauty blender and I'm just blending out everything on my face. And to actually set my face, I'm going to be taking the shade Dim Light, and I'm using a big fluffy powder brush, and I'm just setting my face with Dim Light. Now for blush, I'm going to be taking the Lorac Unzipped Cheek Palette, and I'm going to be mixing two shades. I'm going to be mixing Underrated and Unashamed. One is a mauve pink blush and the other one is a hot pink blush. I'm just mixing those two and applying it to the apples of my cheeks and then sweeping it backwards. For my highlight, I'm going to be using my new highlighter from ColourPop called Wisp. I'm just using this angled brush, and I'm just applying that to the high points of my face, and then I'm going to bring it down my nose, and I'm also going to apply it to my cupid's bow. It is just a champagne gold highlight shade, and I love it. Oh, and I'm also taking it above my eyebrows, just so I have that ethereal glow from within. And then taking this e.l.f. bronzer, I'm just going to use the lightest brown shade to just go ahead and warm up my face. I didn't want to do any harsh contouring, so I just bronzed up my face with that shade. And now this is where you guys can leave the eyes alone. You do not have to go ahead and add this pop of color to the bottom lash line. You can just go ahead with those colors from the Maya Mia palette and just leave it as is with the rose gold and brown. But I'm just taking this NYX eyeliner in teal. It's a retractable eyeliner, and I'm just applying that to my bottom lash line for a pop of color, and then I'm going to set it with that teal blue shade in the Maya Mia palette called Aqua. And it's just adding a pop of color so that this look is really fun and summery and bright, and I just felt like I needed to do a look with a pop of color because I haven't yet. So I'm taking my Tarte Get the eyeliner, and I'm just applying that to my lower lash line, to my lashes, because I have no lashes. They're like non-existent. And for my lips, I'm taking the NYX lip liner in Nutmeg and applying that to my lips. And then I'm taking my new colourpop Ultra Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Mars. I can't talk today. But yeah, I'm just taking that liquid lipstick and applying it. And you guys can see it is a really, really bright, hot pink. But that's pretty much the finished look right there. Oh, wait, gotta go in with some setting spray because y'all know I'm oily. So that is the finished look right there. And just for a little bit of added glow for the summertime, I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. Body Glow. And I'm just going to apply that to my neck, my chest, and my shoulders just for a bit of summer added glow. And that is the finished look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys love this look. I do. This is like my go-to summer look now. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.